Here we are back at Dodger Stadium for the final game of the National League Divisional Series. The New York Mets versus Los Angeles Dodgers.
You know, every out means something. Every run is hard to get, so you just can't give runs away. You know, every day seems like it's the last. You know, there's no, hey, look, we'll get through the day. You know, just like tonight, we've got all, you got to break out anything you think might help you.
It's been an up and down series with the Mets winning one game and then the Dodgers winning the next one. On Tuesday's game, the Dodgers faced elimination, but Clayton Kershaw pitched 7 great innings, allowing just 1 run in the 4th inning.
The butterflies do go away too when Clayton's on the mound and he's striking everybody else.
The bullpen came through in the final innings to bring the series back to Los Angeles. Steven Matz didn't do so well for the Mets, giving up 3 runs in the 3rd. Both teams have great pitching, so what it has to come down to has been the bats. In Game 3, the Mets unloaded on the Dodgers, who managed to produce 7 runs in that game.
Yeah, we've had some really good at-bats, especially in New York. Even the game we got, game 3 we got beat, I felt like we had a really good offensive approach against Matt, and throughout the course of that game. This pitching staff we're facing is so unbelievable. We're talking on the plane flight back and even in the clubhouse today, this is the quality of arms that they have. In the rotation and in the back end, Familia he's a handful coming in there at the end of the game. So
tonight's game looked like it will be a pitching duel between the Mets rookie Jake DeGrom and the veteran ace, the Dodgers' Zack Greinke. In his Game 1 start in this series, DeGrom didn't give up any runs, very different than Greinke, who gave up 2 runs. By that standard, the Mets will appear to have a slight edge, but this is the biggest game of the year for both teams. It's winner take all and move on to the National League Championship Series. And the Dodgers don't want to go home early this season. They have been there and done that the last 2 seasons. They are ready to move on to the NLDS. Whatever reason given for the Dodgers not winning the National League Division Series, it won't be the pitching of Clayton Kershaw or Zack Greinke. Both aces pitched well against a team that has been hitting the best pitchers all summer. In Game 5, Greinke went 6 2/3 innings, giving up only 3 runs.
We know that, and they got a great team. And I've told everybody, you come into a series, a 5-game series, and you got to see Kershaw twice and Greinke twice, and you win it, you better enjoy it, because that's hard to do.
What will be the story of the NLDS will be the lack of hitting from the Dodgers. They stranded runners in scoring position from the 2nd inning through the 6th.
Everybody asks me all the time why they picked Jake DeGrom for this start or for that start. If he didn't show you tonight what he's made of, command of nothing, stuff was below par, and yet all he did was fought, and got us 6 innings. Unbelievable.
Fastball was the toughest pitch I had rotating with, which is not normal for me. And I had pretty good control of my curveball, so I went to that quite a bit. And I was trying to get first pitch strikes for that. And then, with 2 strikes, I was using that a lot too.
Mets starter Jacob DeGrom wasn't pitching at his best. He gave the Dodgers so many chances to advance runners across home plate, but the Dodgers were just unable to score. It was a frustrating night for Los Angeles Dodgers. For the Mets, one man put the team on his shoulders and carried it when he needed to was Daniel Murphy. In the top of the 4th, no one was covering 3rd base for the Dodgers, letting Murphy trot over to steal it. Travis d'Arnaud hit a sacrifice fly, and Murphy scored, tying the game. Then, with the game tied on the top of the 6th, Murphy hit a solo home run. That was all the Mets needed to advance to the National League Championship Series.
We got to try to find a way to keep hustling all game long. Obviously, that's easy to do in a game like tonight. And then you go ahead and let the guys come up behind you and do what they can. Daniel Murphy coming up with a big triple there or a double, whatever it was, to get the first run to come across. Makes things a little bit easier for us. Definitely not lock anything in stone, but it makes it a little bit easier after that point.
You never know what to expect with Murph. He just an incredibly heads-up play. You saw the middle infielders kind of drop their head a little bit on the shift. And you could just see when he took off that he had a pretty clear path. And a game-changing play. And you can't applaud, how heads up that was.
Zach can throw any pitch in any count. He's so tough. He presents balls like they're strikes, but they're not. I've swung at my share of them. And
The Mets will meet the Chicago Cubs at Citi Field in New York Saturday. The American League Championship Series begins tomorrow in Kansas City as the Toronto Blue Jays take on the Royals.
Yes, 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 yes.
Anxious, a little anxious to get the game started, and once the game started, we were all just out there having fun, and it was nice to be on top 1-0 in the top of the first inning.
It's definitely something to learn from. How he went out there and just kept on grinding it out, pitch by pitch, and he never really panicked out.
I've lost in the first round of the playoffs 3 times, and so for me to finally get to the second round, I know how special it is. I've been on the other side of it, and to be on this side, I can't tell you how satisfying it is. And I know we got a long road ahead of us, but I hope the guys in this locker room realize that this doesn't come around every day. So we're going to enjoy it right now.
100%, yeah. That's very exciting. Yes, we're having the time of our lives right now.
Well, we're going to go to New York and try to be the Cubs.
From Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, California, this is Claudia Gestro for Los Angeles Post-Examiner.